From the most impossible catches ever made to last-second meltdowns that changed history.
Unbelievable! Oh, wow! Incredible!
These are 20 ridiculous last-minute NFL moments. And at number 20, Dolphins turned a 75-yard disaster into a miracle.
And this will end it after the shovel, or will it? Miami running around, circling. Oh, look out! Gronkowski didn't have the angle! Touchdown!
I wonder how many Patriot fans had to buy a new TV that day. But the ridiculousness was even more rare at number 19. See, the Browns were lining up for a game-winning kick until the Ravens snatched the dub right out from under their feet.
And it's blocked. And it's picked up by Will Hill. Will Hill runs down the sideline. Hill's going to get a block. Will Hill is going to win the game on a blocked field goal. Unbelievable.
Yeah, some field goals that should be easy just turn into a crisis. And if anyone would know about that, definitely ask Tony Romo in number 18. Look, it was the final seconds of the 2007 playoffs, and all Romo needed to do was hold onto the ball. But when the pressure was at its highest, the dude fumbled.
Field goal attempt.
Oh, it is fumbled by Romo, and then Romo's going to run to the end zone, and he's going to get tackled by Jordan Babineau.
Oh, the ball just slipped out of his hands. Yep. It was a good snap.
Yeah, Romo was looking like a mess. But number 17 was even worse, because the Giants intercepted the ball to win the game when one player tackled his own teammate.
At the goal line, Fred Lewis intercepted, lost the football. That is a touchdown, or is it?
It's got to be. Jonathan Quinn takes a chance. It's intercepted by Lewis. Oh, now watch, Golden comes. He's trying to keep him in the end zone.
That was nothing short of a tragedy. But at number 16, DeAndre Hopkins pulled off a storybook moment that was just ridiculous. See, the Cardinals only had one shot to win, and even though D-Hop had 4 defenders on him, it didn't stop him from calling game.
6 seconds. Murray heaves it downfield. It is. Oh, it's caught! It is caught! DeAndre Hopkins! It's Murray magic! And DeAndre Hopkins is the man who comes away with it.
That was a catch for the ages. Imagine a game winner all happening by accident, because this Broncos pass was going nowhere when Stokely snatched the dub by himself.
Bumps again to the sideline. Batted off.
Oh, God! Stokely down the sideline! Can they catch him? Stokely! Wow! Touchdown!
Yeah, Stokely called his own number, but on our 14th moment, Jaden McDaniels left it up for the heavens to decide. Look, the Redskins had zero hope left until McDaniels threw up a prayer.
Here comes the Hail Mary with the game on the line. And the ball is caught! Caught! It's a miracle! It's Noah Brown! Ball tipped by Stevenson. Noah Brown just standing back there all alone. Plucks it out of the air for the victory.
Those boys show that miracles are real. But number 13 had everyone questioning what happened. See, the Patriots had one play to score, and they turned their last shot into a clown show.
Is anyone going to? Inside the 30, flips it back. Stanford band nowhere in sight. Uh-oh. It's picked off. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Unbelievable. Oh, wow. Incredible. Chandler Jones takes it in and wins the game for the Raiders.
Ramondre Stevenson decides he's going to lateral it back to Jakobi Meyers, and Jakobi Meyers, I know that this was not the play call. He decides he's going to throw it to Mac Jones, and Chandler Jones takes advantage of the opportunity.
Yeah, if I were Mac Jones, a bag would be over my head for the rest of time. But Leon Lett took the embarrassment to the limit at number 12. See, the Broncos were kicking a field goal for the win when the Cowboys came up huge.
Doug Peterson to hold. Blocked. The Cowboys will win.
That block had the Cowboys hugging in relief. Now, all they needed to do was leave the ball alone. But Leon Lett couldn't hold his excitement and ruined everything.
Watch what happens. It's Leon Lett. No! Oh, Lett, who is haunted by a Super Bowl misplay. And the ball goes into the end zone. They say it was touched at the 1-yard line. That's a touchdown.
This dude ran over there like a toddler finding a new toy. But nobody was as hyped as Stefon Diggs at number 11. See, in the 2017 NFC playoffs with only 10 seconds to play, Stefon Diggs came up clutch.
Tatum steps into it. Pass is caught. Diggs! Sideline! Touchdown! Unbelievable! Vikings win it!
31 brilliant yards for Stephon Diggs.
To see Marcus Williams here, he has a shot. I'm not sure really what he's thinking. I know Diggs, he's expecting somebody to hit him. And he turns around, heck, nobody's there. And he's off to the races, and it's pandemonium.
A missed tackle altered everything. The moment was so ridiculous that it brought my man Diggs to tears.
Explain everything that was going on once you crossed the end zone.
I still don't know what just happened. All I can say is give it to God, because without him, nothing is possible, and I wouldn't be here. So, God put me in a position, and I just try to take advantage of my opportunity.
Nobody saw that coming. But look, we're halfway through the video, so we're about to take ridiculous to the next level. And what's a better way to start it than with the most bizarre ending in NFL history? See, it was a primetime Monday night in 2012, and the refs made it all about themselves. Because the Seahawks had one last Hail Mary for the win, and when the ball came down, it was like the refs went blind.
The game's final play is a Wilson lob to the end zone, which is fought for by Tate with Jennings simultaneous. Who has it? Who do they give it to? One guy goes up, touchdown. The other said no time. Has to be looked at because it's a score.
Yeah, they had one guy calling an interception and the other calling it a touchdown, looking like Dumb and Dumber. And this was all while the rest of the world clearly saw the defender had two hands on the damn ball. But even after the play was reviewed, the Seahawks walked out of there like they stole something.
Deciding who wins the game on this call.
Further ado, the call on the field stands. Touchdown.
Seahawks win.
I thought Jennings had the interception.
And now,
Crazy game.
the game is over.
This will cause a stir. It's some houses, I tell you that.
Those damn refs screw up everything. But anyways, number 9 became the most debated catch in NFL history. See, it was the 2015 NFC Divisional Playoffs, and in one of the Cowboys' final possessions, Dez Bryant went over his defender's dome.
Coming, he throws a deep ball to the left side, and the ball is Bryant! Caught the ball! I do not know how Dez Bryant accomplished that physical feat.
Wow, you talk about confidence in a guy.
Oh my goodness.
And it looked like Dez's catch would go without being questioned. I mean, the entire stadium was already thinking about the next play. But the Packers weren't about to take an L, so they wanted to see if Dez's catch was legit. So after the challenge flag came down, the refs reviewed the play and came back with matrix-changing news.
It has been determined that the receiver did not maintain possession of the football. I tried to reach over the goal line. Why is that not a catch? I tried to reach over the goal line.
And sadly, the Cowboys walked out of there with a fat L and their legacies tarnished. But this ridiculous call became such a debate that it changed the NFL forever. Because the NFL offices changed the rules the next year to better determine what was and what wasn't a catch. And now NFL players around the league are benefiting from the Dez Bryant rule. And honestly, I'm sure Dez is still thinking about that play to this day. And so is the Saints kicker at number 8. See, in 2003, the Saints had one last play to make it to the playoffs. And with their season on the line, they made one of the craziest touchdowns ever.
Pumps, throws down the near sideline to Stallworth, and Stallworth tries to get away from some people and does to the 38-yard line. He needs a block. He needs a couple there. They're going to lateral the ball to Michael Lewis. Michael Lewis tries to stay alive. He'll lateral it to Deuce. Deuce needing help. He laterals across the field, and the Saints are going to take it in with Pathan. If this is legal, they've done it. Jerome Pathan diving into the end zone.
I mean, nobody ever dreamed of a ridiculous play like that happening. And all the Saints needed to do was kick a little chip shot to go into overtime. But the thought of saving the season had John Carney all choked up.
And he missed. No! He missed the extra point wide right. God, how could he do that?
Yeah, that killed the vibe real quick. And so did Richard Sherman at number 7. Because Sherman made a play so crazy, his post-game interview became iconic. See, it was the 2013 NFC Championship game, with a trip to the Super Bowl up for grabs. And it all came down to one play. So the San Francisco 49ers trust their star receiver Michael Crabtree to save the season. But the best corner in the game, Richard Sherman, was guarding him. And when the ball came his way, Sherm called game.
Crabtree, broken up, picked up. This game is over. Knocked in the air, intercepted by Smith. Off the hands of Richard Sherman.
Yeah, he made the play of his career. And just like that, the Seahawks were headed to the Super Bowl. And right after, Sherm went on to show some sportsmanship, but Crabtree wasn't having it.
Go your ass home! Go your ass home!
Now this had Richard feeling like he was disrespected, so right after making the play of the game, all the reporters wanted to hear from him, and this dude used the spotlight to kick his opponent while he was down.
Richard, let me ask you the final play. Take me through it.
Well, I'm the best corner in the game. When you try me with a sorry receiver like Crabtree, that's the result you're gonna get. Don't you ever talk about me.
Who was talking about you?
Crabtree, don't you open your mouth about the best. Or I'm gonna shut it for you real quick. LOB.
Damn, Sherm was a savage. And so was Deshaun Jackson at number 6. Because the Eagles pulled off one of the greatest fourth quarter comebacks in NFL history. See, in 2010, the Eagles and Giants duked it out for the top spot in their division. So the winner of this game would decide who would go into the playoffs. And what was supposed to be an even matchup turned into an ass whipping. Because by the fourth quarter, the Giants led by 31-10. They had fans walking out of the stadium early. Now this only left the Eagles with 8 minutes to keep their season alive. They held on to every last ounce of hope they had left, because one pass from Michael Vick started an avalanche of domination.
On first down, pass to Selleck, a whiff on the tackle by Phillips, and Selleck gets a block and will cruise in for the touchdown.
Now the Eagles were still down 2 touchdowns, so they needed the ball back and went for a surprise trick play.
Here's an onside kick try, and it's hauled in. It is a good play. It belongs to the Eagles, Riley Cooper.
And that had the Eagles back in the game, so Michael Vick went beast mode.
Vick sidesteps a sack, and now will take it right up the middle of the field. Slides down head first inside the 10.
But Vick still wasn't done playing with the defense, because he did this.
Vick on a quarterback draw, touchdown Philly.
And the Eagles still needed to tie the game, and they delivered.
Here they come again on a blitz. Pass, wide open, caught. Macklin, touchdown!
But the job still wasn't finished, because the Eagles worked so hard to get into overtime. And when they finally got a stop in the final seconds of the game, the Giants punter was sent out there to do one job. Kick the ball away from one of the most dangerous return men in NFL history, Deshaun Jackson. But when the pressure was too much, throw cracked. So Deshaun Jackson turned into a hero.
It's a line drive kick. Jackson bobbles it and now has to try and recover. Deshaun Jackson gets a block! Are you kidding? Deshaun Jackson still not in and now in for the touchdown, no flags. Unbelievable!
I mean, come on. 28 points in just 8 minutes? That's one of the greatest fourth quarter comebacks the league has ever seen. But nobody's fit in more ridiculous moments in the final minutes of the game like number 5. See, the matchup between the Vikings and Ravens was a slow, frigid game, with only 1 touchdown scored the entire time. But with 2:08 remaining on the clock, it was all about the change.
Flacco, end zone.
Because Baltimore looked like they had it in the bag, but the touchdown party was just getting started. Because just 20 seconds later, Toby Gerhart ran one up the get for a 40-yard touchdown.
Toby Gerhart in field goal range. Toby Gerhart! Touchdown Vikings!
Now the Vikings looked like they took control, but just seconds later, Jacoby Jones answered right back.
Look out! Jacoby Jones! Jacoby Jones! Touchdown!
Now the game had to be over, right? Wrong. Because Cordero Patterson responded with a 70-yard game changer.
Cordero Patterson has it, and the rookie is loose. With one man to get past, he puts a move on. Look at Patterson go! I don't believe this! Touchdown Vikings!
Unbelievable. But even though there were only seconds left, any possibility was left on the table. Because Baltimore marched down the field again, and with 10 seconds on the clock, closed the door for good.
Joe Flacco. That's Marlon Brown for a touchdown!
These dudes scored a combined 28 points in the final 8 minutes alone. But pitcher having multiple chances at the final play. See, in 2017, the Raiders made more time than the 23 seconds remaining on the clock. And it all started when the Raiders threw up a jump ball and had the game won.
Carr, pass. And it is caught! What a catch!
But after a closer look, the dude came up short. So with only 8 seconds left, they had to fire quick. But once again, they played themselves.
Which it will. Yeah, it does. Here's Carr. Quick pass to the inside. It is caught! And the flag is down.
Now this play could have been devastating because it made their final play from 13 yards out the end zone, and 3 seconds was all they needed. But when Cook had the game in his hands, this dude had butterfingers.
Step it up. End zone. Another flag is down.
However, my man's embarrassment was saved by the ref. Now, even though there was no time on the clock, the penalty guaranteed them another play. However, the flag still wouldn't stop flowing.
Carr looking left. Across the middle. He throws. Another flag is on the field. Patterson. We got another play.
And the Raiders already had 3 shots at the last play, but it was now their 4th and final try. Because when it came to deciding the play, they took advantage.
Here. One more time to decide it. Carr on the run. Throws. And it is caught for the touchdown.
Damn, that was insane. The Giants got them beat at number 3. See, it was Super Bowl 42, and a mix of Houdini-like escape tricks and a sticky helmet produced the most jaw-dropping play the game has ever seen. And they had to do it against the scariest team ever. Seriously, the 2007 New England Patriots were literally perfect, with a record of 17-0, like some kind of cheat code. They cruised to the Super Bowl while the Giants were gritty underdogs. Because when the experts expected more Patriots domination, the Giants still battled with everything they had. Now, with the clock ticking down to the 4th quarter, it was the usual suspects, because Tom Brady and Randy Moss took over.
Brady throws, Moss, touchdown!
I mean, it was the same story we'd seen before. Brady showing up late in the Super Bowl and imposing his will. But the Giants were resilient, and in order to beat the best, they had to do the impossible.
Off the edge, Eli Manning stays on his feet, airs it out down the field. It is caught by Tyree.
The Giants wanted it more, because with only 39 seconds left, they upsetted the greatest team that was ever assembled.
Manning lobs it, Burris alone, touchdown New York!
But alright, we've hit the top 2. And what's a better way than to dive into the most ridiculous final 2 minutes of a game you've ever witnessed? See, the Steelers made one of the craziest 4th quarter comebacks ever, all because San Antonio Holmes turned into a ballerina. Look, in Super Bowl 43, the Steelers and Cardinals traded blows like it was a heavyweight fight. And when the Cardinals were losing with 2 minutes and 48 seconds on the clock, Larry Fitzgerald ran his way closer to the Super Bowl trophy.
Warner has time. Fitzgerald into Steeler territory. 30, 20, 10. Arizona has the lead.
Now this looked like the final dagger, but the Steelers came out swinging with everything they had left.
Roethlisberger has time. Throws to the back of the end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown.
Yeah, one catch turned San Antonio into a Super Bowl legend. And so did the most ridiculous last-minute moment in NFL history. Because in Super Bowl 49, one bad play call left everyone's jaw on the floor. See, the matchup between the Patriots and the Seahawks made one of the greatest 2 minutes of football ever played. And it all started when the Patriots had 2 minutes left, and Julian Edelman delivered a huge blow.
Caught! Touchdown! Julian Edelman!
Now, the Seahawks only had 2 minutes to score a touchdown, and when Jermaine Kearse had the ball thrown his way, he got freaky.
And is it, but somehow, did he wind up with a football?
Yeah, nobody could wrap their head around what had just happened, but the Seahawks still needed to punch it in. And after Marshawn Lynch set the Seahawks up to the 1-yard line, he was thinking his 100-yard game was enough for him to be trusted to make the clutch play. But when the whole world had their eyes on beast mode, the Seahawks head coach Pete Carroll made a call that had his own team shook.
The look on all my teammates' face in the huddle, it spoke volumes, because I'm processing. I line up on the wrong side. I line up on the wrong side. By the time it sat in, like, what did you just call? You just hear all the cheering from the other sideline, like, what the?
Yeah, nobody wanted no part of a pass to play to a no-name receiver, but Seattle still had to execute. So when Russell Wilson dropped back to pass with a chance to knock out the GOAT Brady, he pulled off the craziest ending in Super Bowl history.
Play clock at 5. Pass is intercepted at the goal line by Malcolm Butler.
And this left the Seahawks sick to their stomachs. I mean, just look at their faces. Yeah, Malcolm Butler stepped up and intercepted the pass to maintain Tom Brady's legacy. But Marshawn Lynch needed Pete Carroll to know how he was really feeling.
Take my helmet off. And I go right to Pete Carroll's face, and I'm talking about I hit his ass with the biggest. You laughed in his face? What the? And at that point, shit, I come up out my shit. I go to the locker room.
Yeah, Seattle folded harder than a cheap lawn chair, blowing their shot at back-to-back titles in the most ridiculous way the NFL has ever seen.